Hi, I'm Drake Pearsoff, and I'm here to introduce your exec board candidates. Now, these juniors, sophomores, and freshmen are running to be the heads of your school. And as you watch this video in whatever class period this is being shown in, I want you to consider what these people are bringing to Riverside. They are great students, and I know that they will be great exec board members. The president. They are the head of Riverside. They are the lead facilitator of the exec board, and they are the ones who you should look up to the most. When you see them, you should always know that you will be receiving a smile back in the hallway.
Dr. Seuss said, "Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind-maker-upper to make up his mind." My goal in the next 3 minutes is to make it easier for you to make up your mind to vote Katie Carstens for president. I'd like to take us back to a simpler time, when we weren't stressing about GPA or college or who you're going to take to a dance, back to when the most important thing to figure out was where to sleep during nap time. Kindergarten was one of the best times to learn everything we would need to know for the rest of our lives. The rules that stuck with me were 1, share, 2, include everyone, and take naps. First and foremost, we learned to share. Not only did we learn to share toys, but we also learned to share about ourselves. It's been proven that humans are wired for connection. One way we create these connections is through sharing what makes us unique in our journey. Here at Auburn Riverside, we not only share who we are, but we also share something greater. We share an opportunity to grow together, learn together, and show our Raven pride. What makes us a flock is not that we're all of the same species, it's that we choose to make this our nest. Rule 2, include everyone. In kindergarten, we had a play kitchen that everybody loved. Consequently, it was always super crowded. So in order to provide equal opportunity, we gave each person a role to play. We are fortunate that here at Riverside, we get that opportunity so often, allowing each person to have their own role, working in collaboration to create an environment of acceptance. We have made it a priority to embrace our diversity, understand our diversity, and celebrate it. We know that to do our best in school, we have to be comfortable with who we are, because Dr. Seuss reminds us, "Today you are you that is truer than true. There is no one alive that is youer than you." Another one of my favorite parts of kindergarten was the books we got to read, more specifically Dr. Seuss. My favorite book was Hop on Pop, but it's kind of out there when trying to relate it to student government, so let's talk about Horton Hears a Who. This book teaches us that no matter how insignificant you feel or how small you might look, you have a voice. And it deserves to be heard. It is important to remember that we are the future. Not only are we creating a community here for the next 4 years, we are shaping the future for all Ravens who will come after us. As a generation, it is important to understand that the community we cultivate at Riverside is the community we cultivate in our world as we go on to teach the future generations. There's a point in Horton Hears a Who when it seems that the Who community is doomed, but then the mayor realizes that a community together can do more than one voice ever could do alone. He says, "We've got to make noises in greater amounts, so open your mouth, lad, for every voice counts." Dr. Seuss's message of acceptance and community is what I hope we can embrace this next year when I get the opportunity to be your ASB president. And allow me to say, we're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. I'm excited to see the places we'll go.
The vice president. They are to work when the president is of absence and when the president needs someone for support. They are always there for them, and they work as the lead facilitator when the president is away.
Hi, my name is Kayna Kliewer, and today I'm going to be talking to you about fear. Before this year, I was afraid to join ASB. I had dreamt of doing it since 6th grade, but I lacked the courage to try. I placed non-existing obstacles in my path and made my goal, which was within reach, unattainable. Then, at the end of last year, I deleted those obstacles. Because most of the time, if you face your fear, it ceases to exist. And it was amazing how within reach my goal was once I got rid of the obstacles that I had created. Today, I am happy that I get the opportunity to sit here and tell you how much being an ASB this past year has impacted my life. Now, I said I was going to talk about fear, and I just did. But one of the biggest things we fear in high school is judgment, so I'm going to take a minute to talk about that. One of the projects I worked on in ASB this year was the Respect campaign, and I focused on the respect we give and receive to and from our peers. We had to place labels on their backs and treat them as that label. It was about the labels we give ourselves and the labels others give us based on their own judgment. There are certain titles I have assumed in my 3 years of high school here at Riverside. Student, friend, cross-country captain. This year, I was your junior class secretary, and I loved every minute I spent in the classroom and working on ASB projects outside of it. Every single minute. I cannot imagine what my life looks like without ASB in it. Most days it is what gets me out of bed, and I don't just mean because of the time it starts. I would happily wake up early every single day if it meant I got to immerse myself in the welcoming, family, and community-based group of people that reside within the walls of this school. You don't get to see all that they do. You see them stand in front of you during assemblies. You see them act a little too spirited on a day that asks for a little less. Maybe, if you're lucky, you see them cleaning up after an event. But that's it. You don't get to see the hours they put in, not for themselves, but for the benefit of this school as a whole. They don't ask for recognition, they give it to everyone. They lead your morning announcements, they organize your spirit days, and they do these thankless jobs simply because they want to. It is very rare that you have the opportunity to be a part of something that asks for nothing in return. And I wouldn't trade those early mornings and late nights for anything. A little while ago, I talked about titles. Today, you will be voting on who you want to see as your exec board next year. I hope that you collectively give me the title of your exec vice president. Thank you.
Treasurer. They are the ones who handle all the money that goes around Riverside. They're in charge of signing budgets and creating budgets.
Hi, my name is Rayna Ojas, and I'm running to be your next year's ASB Exec Board Treasurer. I'm going to keep this short and simple. You should vote for me because I'm easy to talk to and I'm amazing at math, so you can trust me with your money. I have a lot of valuable leadership skills because I've been in ASB for the past 2 years. I know that if you vote for me, I would spend my year helping the school and the students in as many different ways as I can. I'm always open to hearing new ideas that come from all of you. So remember, I'm Rayna, and vote for me. Thank you.
Public relations, also known as PR. They are in charge of advertising around the school. They are in charge of the social media accounts, and they are in charge of updating the calendar at school.
Hi, my name is Drew Bates, and I'm running to be your Executive Board Public Relations Officer. I believe I have a lot to offer ASB's Exec Board. I'm experienced in student leadership. I spent my last year as sophomore class president, and I was just elected a Washington State Thespian Officer, so I'm part of the leadership for thespian societies all across the state. In addition, I'm really good at detail work. And that really benefits our ASB because ASB has a lot of really great big picture thinkers as our leaders. And so I'm kind of there to balance them out. Like, they have all the big picture ideas and I'm right there with the detail work that can back them up. In addition, I just really love Riverside and I want to make it a better place for everyone that goes here. So vote Drew, the best option, the only option.
Thank you so much for listening. These are your future Raven leaders and it is crucial that you know who they are. Now, if you please would take 5 minutes out of your day to vote for them. I hope you all have a great day, and I'm happy you guys can represent who we are.